Hey, it's Chase from On the Table Gaming. Today we're going to talk about ways you can transport your Star Wars Legion miniatures and why you should consider getting something like this from Battle Foam. So when I first started playing Star Wars Legion, I was looking for a cool community nearby, and I found a great one at Sargis Comics in New London, Connecticut. Great store if you're in the area. Definitely check it out. Huge selection of miniatures and comics. But when I would go there, I would carry everything in my hands, like something like this, with my command cards and the boxes with models shoved in them. A lot of times I would even just have the two boxes open, the top and the bottom just filled with my models. I was one of those guys who got double ATSTs in the beginning, and they wouldn't fit into my boxes, so I was carrying them, standing up in the open face containers. And it really was a nightmare. Even just getting into the store, opening the door with my hands full like this, proved to be a challenge. And by the time I got my models on the table, I've got boxes everywhere spread out on the tables next to me, just taking up a lot of space. Which is why you might consider getting something a lot more efficient, like the Battle Foam tray. Alright, so we've got Battle Foam's Legion pack here. I do have some additional elements that I added on the side, and I'll show you some extra trays I have. But this is the PACK, or pack, for those of you that can spell, 352. It's got zippers in the front you can throw stuff in. Great place to throw some range rulers or additional elements. It's got another pouch here. I actually have the strap in it because I never use the strap. I just carry it like a suitcase. Then it's got these great little areas you can attach additional accessories to, like I did on the side. Those are awesome. Definitely if there's a sale or something, pick up some. So let's take a look on the inside. You unzip it and it folds down like so. And here's an example of some of the trays that it comes with. Now this one is the least useful I found. I bought additional things that I can store my cards or these tokens in. But you could put your barricades in here, some additional mini cards, your rulers, your range rulers. Here is the trooper tray, and I love these ones. They're narrow. You can't actually lay down your models in them. They're slightly too big, but they slide down perfectly. And even some of the more oddly shaped ones, like the DLT, still fits in there fine. I love these. I'm gonna probably pick up some more of them. This is one for a little bit larger units or for your irregular shaped models. You gotta get a Vader in there and fit them somehow. Go down right here. You can put your mini cards here or larger models as you see fit. I saw some people put dice in there. You can do that. I think there's better ways to store your dice, but awesome tray as well for slightly bigger, larger models. Probably gonna put like my scout troopers, maybe with a sniper in here. Now here's one of the examples of what I'm talking about for the custom foam. Now the speeder fits in here rather snugly. I never take it out and fly it, so it's a little bit harder. So these fit in here perfectly. Now there's even room for two for those of you ambitious who want to get ahead of the meta and be ready for when the snow speeders make their giant comeback. The ATRTs slide right down. I've got my magnetized pieces there on the bottom. They fit rather snugly. You can see nothing's shaking around in there. It's fine. I don't really know what this is for. Maybe cards, but it's another useful spot you could find to put something.
Like me.
And then my ATST speeder bikes. Okay, so I got room for my barricades. I got my ATST in here fine. 2 bikes. And I actually purchased a second set of this. And this one's a little bit taller, the ATST. It's standing up on slightly of an angle. And it still fits in here fine. So if you do have a weird cut on your ATST, if you've changed the shape of its natural setup or twisted or stood up really tall, you may need to trim a little bit back here. But like I said, mine, it's got enough variance that with a slight change, it should be no problem. So more room for bikes can fit there as well. Now, I did actually go and pick up some clearance items. So this is the one of the clearance items that you can get on Battle Foam, or you just wait until there's a sale of some sort. And just to show you what the difference is here, you can fit a lot more miniatures in this one that came with the set. Now, I'll probably pick up another one of these, but I figured just in case I want to put some larger models down the line, I'll have this other one ready to go, and I actually got 2 of them. So now the Battle Foam prices can be a little bit more expensive than what you're used to, but you're really paying for an investment. You've got your miniatures, you spend so much time painting them, taking care of them. You don't want to be just carrying them around in giant boxes, getting hurt. So if you're an extreme hobbyist who really likes to do modifications to their units, who likes to make them have crazy poses or really out there shapes, this may not be the best set for you. But if you're just trying to transport your models safely and you're trying to keep them sort of tournament standard in that they are based typically, they don't have these crazy long bases, that they are shaped in ways that you can easily identify them, this is definitely the way to go. And what I find is I can't fit everything, right? I could fit my double ATST list in here. Spoiler, for those of you that I play against, now you're going to see what sort of troops I pack in here. But, I can easily fit a list like that. Heck, maybe I want to throw in some backup stuff just to be ready. And I still got room for another tray on top. It actually comes up quite high and presses down just a little bit, and doesn't hurt the foam or the models. So I can fit a lot of things, and I've got trays left over. Now, if you are specializing, you can get an Imperial Loadout or a Rebel Loadout, and I 100% suggest that you do. These are awesome. And what's nice about this is now I can store my models on the shelf without them getting hurt. Now, I did have them out initially so I could display them, but I miscalculated just how much dust can accumulate on an open shelf that does not have a glass front. So I really highly suggest storing these, and I stack them on top of each other so that no dust gets on top, and I can just put something on the top piece. But if you're thinking about getting battle foam, this is definitely the way to go. And the only downside is the price. Now, there's a few ways you can get around this. Number one, they do typically have a few sales throughout the year. You might want to wait for that until you see a discount or someone offering a promo code. You also might consider checking their clearance rack and finding some pieces that will fit a pack of this size that will be useful for your model. So I think I got 2 sets of these for $6 each. And that's $6, $12 for 2 of them. I mean, you really can't go wrong with that. Now, there are some other ones where you can pluck out to make custom sizes. I don't really mess around with that. I find that, usually these are more than adequate. So, really think about what suits you. But if you have the cash, this is definitely the way to go. Now, there are people that also do magnetizing, and they put it on sheet metal, and they talk about how much cheaper that is. Sure, but now you're paying for magnets. You got to get your sheet metal. You're buying the plastic container, and while it may come out cheaper, that means also an investment in time going forward to base every model with a magnet. So, this is Battle Foam. I'm more than happy, and I actually have, embarrassing enough, taken a spill while carrying this, and everything was fine. There's not enough room for things to really bounce around and get hurt. Everything's compacted in there. The case itself, I can't really show you. I would do like one of those YouTube videos where the person throws it or beats it up. But unless Battle Foam's gonna send me a free kit, I'm not gonna do a demolition video.
It's still good.
This is definitely durable, and it's not gonna get damaged unless a force of nature or a car drives over it. Sure, it's not that sturdy, but nothing within the reasonable realm of possibility could really hurt your models inside there. And that's my review of Battle Foam's Legion-specific pack. Think about how important it is for you to get your models to the gaming store safely, and this is definitely going to be the thing that's going to help you get your models on the table.